So how does level 2 look like? Level 2 tries to answer the following question. How can we optimize our conversion funnels, and how can we measure the success for our campaigns? What we need for that is create goals and dashboards now within our analytics. Nothing else has to be done. No other code has to be added. This is just based on the level 1, but using Google Analytics more actively. All right, so level 2 is really focused on goals and dashboards. But what do I get here? So this is my own dashboard for the workshops. Let me change the view again. And you can see on the top left side that over this time frame, just a few people, 356 people have visited the landing page for our workshops. I'll show you the landing page here at growth.pirateskills.com. And you can see that this is a very clean landing page where you have just one clear call to action. Click on learn more. Yeah, if you press that, you see the next section, and then you can scroll down. And then at the end, you can schedule a call and download an overview and ask some other question and send an email. So do we have a question right here, or can it wait a minute? It can't wait. Okay.
No question. I'm talking way too.
You are talking way too silent.
Please repeat it.
Or you can come over here on the live stream. Do you want to say hello to the live stream? Hello.
Hello, live stream.
Yeah, so I think that way they can understand you way better.
Yes,
yeah?
I hope so.
All right. Thank you very much for that input. Okay, so back to the to the landing page. Yeah, these are the actions that we want to track. We want to see how many people actually schedule a call, and this is what we can answer on this dashboard. So 356 people have visited the website, and 39 actually clicked on the learn more button. So that is a bit more than 10%, and you can now ask yourself, is this good, is it bad? And we will have to find out. Yeah, and then how many people clicked on download? So 37 did that, 26 started to schedule a call, 14 clicked on the send email, and 5 actually got the thank you page after the call scheduling, which is for me the most important one. And on the right hand side, you can see where people have been coming from. This is again those custom URLs. You can see that I sent custom URLs like social Instagram stories. And then you can see, I'll make this big again, those people have a 20% chance to click on the learn more button. But a lot more people have a chance to do this from the direct none, which is people just typing in the URL. All right, so I think this helps. This shows you how easy it is to see where we could optimize the conversion funnel here. For example, I think that the number of people who click on the learn more is really not good enough. Yeah, and so what could I do to improve that? For example, make a more exciting call to action than learn more. Make it bigger, make it more relevant to the people. Customize the first fold in order to make it more attractive to individual person. A/B test something on the landing page. In this dashboard here, this is going to help me to see, did I make an improvement or not over time? So what else do we get? Yeah, on level 2. On level 2, we can define, I would recommend to define goals. Yeah, so on Google Analytics, you can see goals. And here is my own goal dashboard based on the very funnel specific workshop dashboard that you just saw. But those are all my goals I'm tracking on the website. Let me make it big for you. Here you can see that in the same time frame, 2,700 goals have been completed, but it's much more interesting to see which ones. Yeah, so 26 of them were scheduled call. Here are some engagement goals, like how many people stayed for longer than 10 minutes on my website, 138. Why is it interesting to know? Because this is a learning website. Yeah, people are supposed to stay there for longer, watch videos, learn, download slides, and it makes sense for me to be interested in people who have a longer endurance in learning. Yeah, and later I can retarget people who have fulfilled this goal. So this is really for me a bit of the conversion pulse of my business. When I see any flat lines, for example, workshop download is a flat line here on the right hand side. I can immediately see that. So either I have a tracking mistake or something changed in my customer behavior. Yeah, and I can immediately see I need to fix something. Yeah, so this is what goals are getting you. So then here, this is just a link to my personal goal setup. Go back to the slides. So with goals, there on level 2, there is some basic funnel visualization. You can tell Google that there should be certain steps before a goal is reached. The typical visualization is the one that you're looking at right now. You see a cart, people are adding stuff to a shopping cart and visiting that. Then how many people reach the stage for billing and shipping, and how many people actually get to the payment part, and how many people are checking out. So you can see how this funnel is going slimmer and slimmer and slimmer, and you can see exactly where is the biggest drop off. For example, we lose a lot of people in the cart stage, not so much after they went to shipping and billing. Yeah, of course they're more committed, but from add to cart to billing, I lose about 75% of the people. And now what can I do to improve that? And you could optimize your shop, your checkout experience, and everything. So we have another question here. I see. How do you specify in Google Analytics, make a filter to see the number only from one specific page, like you're describing now in your dashboard? Very good question. Let me show you. So we have Google Analytics open here, I hope. And now you want to specify exactly who you want to target. Yeah, let's go to analytics.google.com. And you want to create a filter or a segment. So there are two ways to do this. The one you mentioned is called filters. You do this in the settings on the view level usually. And this is a very hard thing to do. Yeah, because now everything else is filtered out and you would have to change those filter for every single person, and you don't want to do this. Yeah. This is the Google Merchant Store. Yeah, the live demo view, but what we want to look at is Pirate Skills. So let me show you in the real Pirate Skills data. So let me show you from the easiest way. Let's wait for Google to load a little bit, and let's make this big. On the left hand side, you can see that you can go into the behavior tab, site content, all pages. Here is where you can see the individual numbers of each page. Yeah, every single page is listed here. Let's take a time frame like January to now. Yeah, so that is a representative time frame for me. And here you can already see how many people have visited my homepage, pirateskills.com, 2,200, not people, but page views. They have spent 1 minute 19 on here. So that is the first level. This is a lecture, the content, the LinkedIn content magic one. And you can see that there are also the Eventbrite URLs. So I implemented Google Analytics not only on my own website, but on Eventbrite, on meetup.com. And you can see that here. But let's say you want to go to your traffic sources and ask the questions, where did people come from a specific source. And there are again two ways to do this. A very interesting way to do this is to create a segment. Yeah, a segment, you just telling Google, for example, everybody who has visited the website / next level leadership. Yeah, if you go to create segment, it will ask you, yeah, do you want to show people from a specific page, for example, or other user behavior, like people who checked out, who have a certain age or gender. There are lots of options, which I will probably discuss at the deeper levels later. The quickest way to get source data on a specific landing page is if you go back to the all pages, and let's say you send people to your home page and you want to know which of your custom URLs has created how much traffic. You click on it so you can only see your URL, and then you use a so-called secondary dimension. Now you type in source medium or campaign, and now you get a split only for this website, for this page on your whole website, where people are coming from. Here, direct non, Google Organic, Facebook, Google CPC, meetup.com, and I hope this explains your question, yeah, that you have. All right. So we were talking about funnel visualization. But this is a bit of a shitty visualization, if you ask me. Yeah, there are much better ways to visualize such a funnel, and most tools do it way better. The chart that I was mentioning, where you can see which individual campaign has worked how well, is this one here. Now we can see in the acquisition, all campaigns, you can see exactly not only the source, let's say Google Ads, but here you can see exactly which campaign within Google Ads, which email campaign or which social media campaign has performed and has made how much revenue. So this is what I'm interested in at level 2, getting deeper. Yeah, not just customer insights, but now which funnels are working and where do people are coming from that actually perform. Is there a question? No? I should look at the screenshot. So Sapraka, this is how my Google Analytics menu looks like. I'm not really able to find the same views. Let me see, demographic data. So this looks very, very, very different than mine. I think you might be using Google Analytics, the app configuration, not the web configuration. Do you have maybe a mobile app? Then Google looks very different than for web apps. So I would recommend check what kind of property you have created. This looks like the web and app property. And now we just talk about web property, and I understand that you got that. Jana, you can ask as many questions as you like. Yeah, that is really great. It would be awesome to know how you implemented Google Analytics on Eventbrite and Meetup. Yeah, we can definitely talk about that in a little bit later. So for level 2, I also got a little specialization. Yeah, a lot of us are doing Facebook ads. And Facebook has been so kind to actually create dynamic parameters in order to make our life easier. You just saw on this chart, what are the campaigns people are coming from. But now you would have to go in your Facebook ads and create these kinds of parameters for every single campaign, ad set, and ad. And this would be super annoying. Yeah, this is why Facebook created these packages that you can just put in as a placeholder, like campaign name, yeah, in those special parentheses. And you can really copy paste everything from the question mark down, and you can use that exact parameter in your Facebook campaigns, and it will tell you, it will break down your sources individually by campaign, by ad name, and by ad set name. Yeah, so let me share that in the chat. Ah yeah, Sepra is saying I'm using web plus app, which is still in beta. Sepra, I tried the web and app and I really wished it was good, but it's not. Yeah, so I'm very sad to say that it's still very, very much in beta. So for now, I would switch back to definitely would switch back to the web only and use Firebase for your app needs. And later you can use those two profiles together in a web and app source. Yeah, that is advanced shit level 3 or 4. All right, let's go back. So on level 2, conversions also mean e-commerce events. Yeah, every e-commerce shop should have their e-commerce events activated, and then you can see charts like this. I think the e-commerce area is the most interesting, most advanced area of Google Analytics at the moment. You really feel that this has been developed by a different product team than the rest of Google Analytics. It looks better, it's more detailed, and you can see exactly here now how much revenue you have been making. What is your e-commerce conversion rate? That means how many sessions did you have and how many actually bought, how many transactions did you have out of those, and what is the basket size of your shopping cart. Yeah, and in this case, we see, oh yeah, in this time frame with 2,000 transactions with an average shopping cart size of almost $200, which is really, really, really interesting to know. And you want to see, for example, if you create like some gamification tools or some free shipping incentive, will that increase the order average value or not? And this is why on level 2, this e-commerce setup is really important. And you can even see which of your products are really making the most of your money. Of course, you can see that in your shop backend as well. Now you can ask questions like, where did those people who bought those products come from? Yeah, and then you come back to the UTM parameters, or you can see it from your Google ads, your Facebook ads. And this is where I'm really looking for gold. Yeah, where I'm looking, oh yeah, what traffic sources plus which product are really working well together, have a high e-commerce conversion rate, have a high order value, and a good return of advertising spent. So for me, the e-commerce section is very, very interesting. On level 2, you can answer the following questions in addition to everything in level 1. Are visitors actually doing what you want them to do, aka converting? It is very different just to see visitors or to see visitors doing what you need them to do, like subscribe to a newsletter or buy your product. And you can now see, are your campaigns working? And you're even able to enhance your UTM parameters even more with the brackets I showed you on Facebook ads. And you can answer questions like which products are actually performing the best, and much more. Yeah, you don't have to change anything in the code. You just have to use Google Analytics a bit more to the extent of its potential. So that is level 2.